Alright guys, welcome back. And we're actually in the winner's match as Ty actually unfortunately had a home emergency and has had to forfeit his group. So a bit unfortunate there. But we get to see some more awesome TVT. And yeah, we get to see it in our winner's bracket. So, the first player up in the top left-hand corner. Representing Forge Gaming and hailing from the UK. It is the Orange Terran player, Ceonsamea.
Whoa. Go Ceonsamea. And down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have representing Team Composite. Where's his decal? It's not there for me. It is TUXerino.
Yeah, I don't see that either. That's
cool. It's missing. It's two cables, though. That's the important part.
Cool. So, yeah. Kind of interesting, because three cables are what makes up concept video.
Yeah.
The two cables are actually just its, what's it called?
Is that component?
Audio.
Yeah, they're just... Yeah, I always get composite and...
Coax.
Component and coaxial. It's all C words.
It's true.
Oh, well.
True. I'll tell you, actually, on a slight tangent, I'm trying to learn a bit about brewing beer at the minute, and you would not believe how many hop varieties are named C something. It's
horrible.
Completely ridiculous, especially like every single American hop is named C something. It's just not right.
Nice. That's success. You should rename them completely.
Yeah, I should rename them all Jamie.
Yeah. That would be good. Jamie 1, Jamie 2, Jamie 3.
That would be confusing.
It switched to random letter, Jamie C.
Like asteroid naming conventions. You name it like BXN TAC 358.
Those are good.
Yeah. It's exciting.
I think so.
Anyway, Ceonsamea is getting a little bit of a scout off on TUXerino here. So he's going to see what's going on, and that is a very, very fast factory, or decently fast. So Ceonsamea, one thing I will say about him is I expect a very, very similar build from him every single game. He is a player who finds styles that he thinks works, and he sticks with them really, really solidly. His TVT is very, very good. He did manage to take a game off a Grandmaster player in the LAN I was casting him currently, last time. So his TVT is very, very strong. And yeah.
Who is the GM? Who's terrible?
Gamer Richie.
Nice. So we got a little skirmish up front. Reaper is there, but two Marines are out. SCV trying to shove it away. So the third one comes. And we're going to get a few more Reapers joining everything here.
Yeah, Ceonsamea actually going double Reaper here. So having said he played pretty standard style and sticks to it, he's doing something a little bit different because players just love to throw the casters off. And a little bit of a misstep there by TUXerino, attack moving one of his own Marines there could actually cost him quite a lot in a situation like this where Ceonsamea is piling on the pressure. Reapers can very easily spiral out of control if allowed to, and a Marine goes down, another Marine is just going to survive, but that Marine is not going to heal up, and those Reapers are going to heal up and come back in, and this time there'll be 4 of them.
Yeah, there are 2 Hellions out as well, hanging in the backfield, which he is not yet aware of. He may assume, but he's not yet actually seen them. Coming up here again, going after the... and there's the Hellion blasts. None going down yet.
Yeah, and because none of Saiyans Reapers have actually died, TUXerino has to be a little bit careful about that because he doesn't know when they could pop up again, when they could run into the main. Looks like he's going to take a little bit of risk and just send a drop out. Although, tempering that by only having 3 Marines in it. But Ceonsamea scouts this very, very nicely. He saw that. He's selecting his Reaper right now. So he definitely saw that medevac coming in. 3 Marines are going to be placed to intercept. They should very easily be able to take this, even with the medevac support. The Reapers coming in as well. There's no way these 3 Marines can get any damage.
Very true. That one will be driven back there, and we've got basically 2 functional bases here now against just one with another underway. and not particularly close to being landed. It'll be at least probably like 2 full minutes before that's actually an orbital and landed in the natural.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But right now, TUXerino is moving out with a bit of a bigger force, bit more of a drop. 3 Marines and 4 Hellions. And Ceonsamea at home, he's got a decent kind of sized force. He's got quite a few Reapers and quite a few Marines, but they're all up in his main. Whereas this drop is kind of coming in towards natural.
Yeah,
there is a bunker. Yeah,
no,
a nice supply depot position as well. It's going to make it very, very difficult for TUXerino. TUXerino kind of wants to move around behind this mineral line here, and that's why he's focusing on the supply depot, aside from just getting some damage done. And the Reapers can use their speed to push and chase down these units, kill off a couple more Marines. He does repair a bunker.
Picking up a little bit here, just literally a medevac and a Marine wandering in. Does get that 1 SCV kill.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's worth it.
Yeah.
I like it. TUXerino moving up towards the main base with his drop. 4 Hellions, if they get into the mineral line, can wreak some havoc. And they should be able to unload, actually, without Ceonsamea finding out about this, because his forces are all down the natural.
I think he's sniffing something, and he's moving on over.
Moving a few of the Reapers.
Yeah, Reapers will be there, but that is it. The Marines coming over more slowly. And Hellions right to the mineral line.
Yep, straight in there. Getting off a couple of SCVs. A few of them get pulled by Ceon, but he's not really reacting. There we go. A couple more of his units going. But lift and boost, and TUXerino gets out there with all 4 medevacs, and he can just kind of sit in the airspace there until Ceon sends a Viking back there to push him away, or until TUXerino comes back in to do some more damage.
Yeah, now that he knows that drop is back there, has to be a little careful. 2 medevacs being picked up full of units for Ceonsamea. And there is still pressure up front. Interesting tank positioning there behind the rocks. And a Widow Mine up front. Actually, this is really clever positioning.
And this is a really, really nice position for TUXerino at the end. Taking down that supply depot he worked so hard at before, and now he's going to be able to deny all mining pretty much at Ceonsamea's natural. The Widow Mine
going
is
directly
nice.
After the CC.
Oh yeah, Ceon a lot of units in TUXerino's base, but 2 siege tanks. If Ceon can get on top of these, he's going to run forward, but a couple of big blasts are going to pick off a lot of the Marines, and Ceonsamea is going to lift up and boost back. 3 medevacs now, and he is going to keep all of them alive as well. That command center is going down, and I mean, what consequence is denying mining at the natural when you're killing your opponent's main and still threatening more and more damage? Because there's not much more TUXerino can actually do with this, but Ceon is definitely capable of doing a lot more work with this force of Marines and medevacs.
Yeah, for sure. Backing up here to kill some of these supply depots off. Being maybe a little timid with this force, as he is maybe focusing on how to get back mining in the natural.
Yeah, perhaps. TUXerino's just kind of moving his siege tanks forwards, trying to edge Ceonsamea out of this. Ceon skirting the edge of tank range to just pick off units where he can, really, really nicely. And I think he should get out of there pretty soon.
I think he's maybe a little scared to pick up just because of the Vikings, but
maybe
could probably get away though. Like it shouldn't be an issue. Maybe trying to bait the Vikings forward like this.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Yeah. All the Vikings go down, and I mean all the medevacs are still alive as well. So now,
now with the Vikings gone, he'll get out.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. So he barely lost any units there. I think just 6 Marines. I mean, maybe a couple of them were Reapers. There were a mixture of both, but really, really solid damage. Pardon me, killing his opponent's main base, and a 3rd CC. Bunch of production SCVs as well. TUXerino now sitting at 29 SCVs to Ceonsamea's 42, and that is going to rocket Ceonsamea forwards in the army supply. Even though he doesn't have a 3rd base, TUXerino still doesn't have a main.
Yeah, still shelling away at the natural here. It does require scans to do it, but that is kind of fine as well. I'm kind of curious, could actually move this Widow Mine around the corner if they were quick with it. to get vision. Nice shot there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is starting to become a little bit of an annoying problem for Ceonsamea, and I kind of feel like
Yeah, it's going on too long.
It almost would have been better for him to just have inefficiently thrown a bunch of units at it at this point, just to clear it out. But
yeah, because now 3 more tanks are coming with this.
Yeah.
And sieging in a pretty reasonable position. Now actually going after the bunker up front.
Oh, Seon's going to try and move around though. If he can get a big flank off the SCVs coming off the line, they're going to repair the bunker for now, but they can join the battle as and when. And Ceon is moving around from the back. Oh, TUXerino spots it with a very nicely positioned Hellion, but Seon's got a big repair going down to the siege tank, and that's going. Actually, Seon's just going for a straight counterattack, heading all the way across the map. Going to try and just defend at home, because I mean he can. If Seon just moves this tank back, there's nothing.
Yeah, he's got enough Marines down there that with the tank and the Sim City going on, this should be defendable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
TUXerino does have the extra vision because he has that medevac, so he's going to be able to take out this tank, siege tank. Seon though, and Seon actually moving forwards, he sees what TUXerino has and kind of thinks, I don't think I can take that. So
yeah, the Marines now just coming forward.
Yeah,
and there's nothing stopping them here.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit of a misstep, a critical misstep in fact by Ceonsamea, moving his units all the way across the map and then having to move them all the way back because he can't do anything. Huge misread. And now he's going to come up behind these Marines. The siege tanks are unsieged. He's going to absolutely crush through this force. And this is what he should have been doing 2 minutes ago.
A while ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no high ground, no scan. If there was a scan there, that would have killed like 13.
Yeah, the Marines will come clumping up as well, probably.
They're all red.
Oh, there's a scan.
There we go. Okay.
And the Marines can slowly start focusing down this debris. But now Ceonsamea can use his full power. Bring his full force to bear on TUXerino. Oh, but TUXerino does have a decent counter Marines himself. Ceonsamea does have a +1 upgrade. And does he have combat shields? No combat shield from Seon. So both players going very late combat shields in this game.
Yeah, this is shaped up very strange. Once again, the tank is just still there. It doesn't have the vision, maybe. Okay, maybe finally take care of this thing now as the tank moves in. Nobody backs up. Just go, kill it. Stop. Like, an unsieged tank will beat a siege tank anyway, even if the scan goes off. Just kill it.
I don't know. I think if the siege tank gets the first hit, then...
But the unsieged one is was already firing before this.
Oh, right. Yeah, then,
off.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
He's cleaned it up now.
Yeah.
Finally, it's all dead. Nightmare is over. And Ceonsamea, scan gets dropped. I can't quite tell by who. I think by TUXerino, because they're both quite similar colors. But Ceonsamea does have combat shields now. TUXerinos are just about to finish in 3 seconds. And he's going to move out to take his third base. And this could be the time Seon has to pounce, but I don't think so. TUXerino has a lot of Marines here and a bunch of siege tanks as well. I don't think Seon can take this. Stim goes down for TUXerino, and Seon is he's gonna move out of tank range, which is a great decision. The +1 attack could be what swings the fight in Seon's favor, but actually that's now matched by TUXerino's own +1 attack.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and Tux is going to end up being +1 armor before his opponent. Oh, a tank just wandering in absolutely for free. I think it was just rallied there.
That is a big shame. A couple of kind of sloppy missteps by Seon. Bit uncharacteristic, but we'll see whether he can kind of come back from them. He does have a nice little Marine kind of patrolling. This is one thing Seon does really well. It's just having like 1 or 2 Marines spread around the map, keeping track of all the attack paths. So he gets really solid advance warning of this little attack coming in, and his reinforcement's going to move in towards the third to defend it. Shouldn't have too much trouble. And yeah, Seon stims and actually he's focusing on this big battle going down the main and middle of the map. And Seon has the advantage of having that kind of bush vision, so he's a bit hidden in there. But on the other hand, there's a bunch of Marines that are doing damage in his third base. Not too much though, and they should all get cleaned up now by those SUVs. In the meantime, Ceonsamea is moving away from that watchtower, trying to move around, trying to flank this army a little bit. And all the while, Both players just building up their army. TUXerino has gone into double upgrade into 2-2, plus his +1 for vehicles as well. So Ceon is going to be quickly outstripped by these faster upgrades if TUXerino can hold on for long enough to bring them to bear. But right now, Ceonsamea is pushing in towards him. But TUXerino's reinforcements are rapidly closing on him. He's getting trapped between a rock and a hard place, and Ceon's just desperately going to try and do as much damage as he can, tearing through TUXerino's base. But the army is just continually following him. All the medevacs get shot down apart from the full one. But still, that's a lot of units. That's a lot of production time in that starport that has been lost by Ceonsamea.
Yeah, and it's starting to look like a fairly big lead for TUXerino. Worker count is still in Ceonsamea's favor, but they are both on just 3 base. Yeah, and things are just kind of shaping up quite differently than they were earlier on. TUXerino is going for, it looks like, a siege tank position up on the high ground here. And not certain what he is doing. He's gonna get the tank siege in. Raining down on that mineral line. This is a very defensible position.
That mineral line was so oversaturated as well. A lot of SCVs got picked off by that. And now TUXerino just has 4 siege tanks all in big locations. Ceonsamea can take the air control actually here with these 3 Vikings, which have been patrolling for drops. They can very, very easily poke away those medevacs, and of course Ceon has high ground vision, has the extra effective range on his tanks.
Yeah, the use of the watchtowers here by Tux are actually working out really, really well. He can see that this drop is like still in the radar range of that, and he knows that he's safe to have his army doing this.
Yeah, and Ceon gets caught and sees a little bit here. TUXerino moves towards, focuses down that tank very, very nicely. And oh god, so many SCVs.
That CC will fall. Will the second one fall here? I think it will.
Yeah.
That is down. Third base is the only mining base, and when I say mining, I mean there's 3 SCVs on it.
I mean, 4 if you count gas, but yeah, things not looking so hot for
Ceonsamea. 2 of them are supervising the one guy making gas.
Yeah, one of them's holding gas, to give him like an example of how it's done. But Ceonsamea is going to go for a big flank here. A lot of his marines coming in, but TUXerino just has so many siege tanks here. They're going to absolutely tear apart. 21 kills on one of these tanks, and with another shot, it secures another kill and pushes Ceonsamea back. Now coming in with his own tanks, Ceonsamea is going to try and bait TUXerino into the range, but TUXerino is just not quite falling for it.
Yeah. And Tux now less than half the actual army supply, even during that fight, not bringing the full army to bear, had about 3 or 4 other tanks. His tank count is actually reasonable, it's just they're deployed all over the place, and so they're not being brought to bear on these fights.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. You can't take... now a big drop goes down on top of all of Ceonsamea's tanks. Both of them are going to get taken out, and TUXerino just loads up again and drops on the next tank, goes into the next one, and 3 tanks get taken out for just a couple of marines. TUXerino wants more boosts away with all those marines, but
tanks are exposed here.
However, he's done so much damage with this push just overall, taking out a bunch of CCs. He's not going to get this one quite, but it's still annoying for Ceonsamea to have his base delayed by so long.
Yeah, Tux could be landing his. He's got a 4th up there, but it's literally up in the air. At the moment, it hasn't actually landed. I think he's presumably paying attention to a million other things. This line of SCVs is going down to a small detachment of Marines. Picked up and safely get away. SCV count almost not even that important right now, given how much oversaturation there is on both sides, but particularly on Ceonsamea's side.
Yeah, and the SCVs, the oversaturation is going to be fixed by this. A lot of SCVs coming off the line. Looks like it's actually going to be enough for Ceon. No, it's not. I changed my mind.
Yeah, there were a lot of Marines still hiding under those medevacs.
Those medevacs. Yeah, I thought a few of that. I thought half of those Marines were SCVs, but then it turned out they weren't. They were TUXerino's Marines. So TUXerino takes game 1.
Hello, we are back here for game number 2 of this winners matchup, and we are here on Overgrowth to see what develops on this slightly smaller map for sure. And I do expect just Biotank again, but in what shape, what form, what awesomeness will this bring? And down here, taking game number 1 on the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have from Team Composite. Once again, his little thing doesn't show up. It did in like the first series, but it's not showing up for me. It is from Team Composite. He is TUXerino.
Oh, yeah. And in the top right-hand corner here, it is once again the Blue Terran. Playing for Forge Force Gaming. His little spinning thing has shown up. It is Ceonsamea. And is that second Rax again? Yes, it is. So, well, I mean...
Yeah, you said he tends to be pretty consistent, right?
Yeah, he does usually. I just thought it was a little bit of an unusual kind of 2 Rex Reaper opening. I mean, it's very, very unstandard. And I don't know, he has his own meta and he plays that quite often. So I guess that's what he's doing these days. So, yeah, we'll see. He does have that early scout going out once again, but yeah, it's made its way into TUXerino's base, seen what it needs to see pretty much. He didn't actually see the factory, but he saw the gas timing, and that should tell him that it's a factory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so...
yeah, these things are pretty clockwork now for most Terrans.
Yeah, more or less.
And yeah, Reaper coming up. 3 Marines already out there. Reaper will take basically 1 shot and back off. As more stream on out.
Yep. CC coming down for Ceon as TUXerino kind of gets halfway through his starport. Now, again, we see a similar sort of thing as on Deadwing, where TUXerino has a massive tech lead, but Ceon has these Reapers, has the kind of possibility of doing damage to them. But Overgrowth, as I said in our first series of the night, is a really, really bad map for Reapers. I think this is one of the disadvantages of Ceonsamea's playstyle, where he has a kind of build order, has a playstyle really, and sticks to it. He doesn't adapt to the map very much. Like I've seen him build an extra Reaper than he usually does on Catalina, but that's about the most map adaptation I've really seen out of him. And I think like if you're going for a big heavy 2-Rex Reaper, Reapers are something that can be very, very map dependent, and Overgrowth is a map they are kind of dependent on not being on.
Yeah, there's only the one area, obviously, you have to cover, which is exactly what he's doing. He's got 6 Marines in one spot, 3 Hellions in the other, and as long as you just stay there, you can take no possible damage. The medevac is picking up as 3 Hellions make their way out, 4th one on the way. He's probably going to... so have the Hellions go after the Reapers here, obviously.
Well, the Reapers are going to get away, actually. Nice moves by Ceonsamea. So they get to heal up. But, can they be seen? No, they can't quite be seen. That was close.
Yeah. This medevac is going to get seen by the other watchtower as it comes in. So he is aware of this. Now, whether he can stop it, that's another issue, is there's only one thing in the bunker. But the medevac will just kind of mosey around it.
Yeah. I mean, one Marine kills a medevac pretty slowly.
But he has picked up his other
medevacs do have armor. So,
yeah, they do have +1.
Yeah, I knew they were armored units, so I just didn't know they actually spawned alarm. But yeah, so the medevac again boosting into the main, but it's down to about half health now, and there's a bunch of Marines chasing around. Really won't be able to get that much done. Ceon starts getting vision around his base with supply depots and the like. Meanwhile, these Reapers and Hellions have been having a little skirmish of their own. I think there's just 1 Reaper left, and one of the Hellions is on very, very low health. But wow, TUXerino has been double expanding behind this.
Yeah, he hasn't actually landed one yet, but he does have 2 CCs going on. The Hellions are threatening out front. The drop here in the back. SCVs are pulled here again. They keep clumping up. If he synchronized a bit of a Hellion attack at the same time, they kind of bunch together when he pulls them.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah,
Medevac does go down. These Marines on a one-way trip. Still no action from the Hellions, though.
No, not yet. Ceonsamea could try and catch them, but he's not going to. He did get a scout off with his Reaper. I don't know whether it was seen, but yeah, Ceonsamea saw everything that's going on in Tux's base, saw all the triple CC, knows exactly what he's playing against, and should be able to respond appropriately. His starport finally coming down. It's going to be able to get out the medevac, start doing some more aggression, start actually moving out on the map with that kind of escape option, with that healing that the medevacs afford. Oh, you know what? Actually, on Overgrowth, you can do a similar sort of thing as on Deadwind, which is what TUXerino is heading forward to do right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to show that tank. He pulled it back at the last second. The Marine may have seen it anyway, but yeah, he doesn't want him to know it's there. The Marines and SCVs are coming out. They know that this is the position, that this is the threat, and they're going to try and crush this force, and they will.
No trouble.
Yeah.
No trouble whatsoever. Very few losses by Ceonsamea. Very nice. Sam's got a massive SCV lead, actually, and a Reaper has come out for him. Oh, does it get surrounded by SCVs? It does get surrounded by SCVs. No, it doesn't! Ceon! I'm going to pretend that was deliberate. He's so good! He knew he could kill that one SCV and escape. This time, though.
He got walled in there.
That was deliberate as well. He's lulling his opponent into full sense of security.
Yeah, exactly. Another drop back here in the main, this time with a tank, Hellion and a couple of Marines. He's not sieging that up, though. That may have been a time to do it. Could have killed off that reactor. But we'll get out. Yep,
preserves all those units and keeps their threat alive as well. Ceonsamea is going to have to dedicate a few units to stay at home and defend, or risk a lot of damage being taken. And he's also taking his third base, or his third CC at least, which he can move out and take a third with, as and when he wants. TUXerino's third orbital command just finishing up now, so the extra muling is going to be a little bit helpful, but yeah, I mean, it should be enough to roughly make up the deficit in workers between TUXerino and Ceonsamea, especially with the extra production from that faster orbital command.
Yeah, the one thing that's really setting a difference here, though, is Ceonsamea having stim done, combat shields done, +1 attack done. None of these things done yet for TUXerino.
Yeah.
Stim only about halfway at the moment. The level 1 weapons is just kind of starting, and no sign of combat shields yet.
Even when TUXerino does get level 1 weapons, Ceonsamea will get level 1 infantry attacks, 5 seconds faster. So they'll just cancel out. That's what'll happen. Ceonsamea will still have effectively a +1 speed in his attack for a very long time. And obviously that can keep on scaling. So really, really nice for Ceonsamea there. He's going to move forwards again, and he doesn't have a tank with his army, so he can't try and set up that tricksy tank spot in the kind of backwards third base location. Don't want to say it's taken out. Little scan from TUXerino is going to go down, sees most of what Ceonsamea's got, or most of his production and such. I do kind of like how Ceon has sieged up a tank in his main to defend against drops, but he might want to consider repositioning it, because it's kind of screwing with a lot of his rally points.
That's true. Yeah, it's good defensive-wise, but you're right, it's kind of in the way.
Yeah, a little bit, but hopefully that won't matter too much. Certainly I don't see TUXerino putting on any aggression anytime soon. He's a fair bit behind in the army count, and having gone a really fast 3cc build, I kind of feel like he just wants to try and get as far into the game as possible so he can get his econ lead going really powerfully. And little skirmish goes down the watchtower. Ceonsamea is going to secure control of that. And again, we see these 2 Marines on the left and right flanks, ensuring that Ceonsamea has a band of uninterrupted vision across the map.
Yep, Tux's army is making its way down the middle. Going to be spotted a bit by these 3 Marines that will be taken out, but they've done their job in alerting the forces at home. As you mentioned, though, there's basically no tanks for Ceonsamea. There's, I guess, 2 out on the map, but they're not really even with the main force. Siege up here on the high ground, but it is a bit late. The Marines get on top of them, and the Marine cover is gone by the time they do siege. So caught completely out. Ceonsamea takes that one.
Map will decide our advancee from Group G to the round of 16. First contender for that much desired spot is up here in the top position. The yellow Terran player playing for Team Composite, TUXerino.
And his opponent down here on the bottom right-hand side of the map in the orange, representing Team Forge Force Gaming, it is Ceonsamea, who is again going for the double barracks Reaper opening and facing. Is there a factory yet? No, actually,
No,
facing.
Tuxerino's actually gone for a double rack.
Yeah, this is interesting because the gas had lined up actually for the opposite. Maybe he knows that this is a better map for the Reapers as well, so he's getting them.
Now, this is going to be a bit interesting because obviously with both players going 2 racks Reaper, they're both going to be producing a lot of Reapers. And it quite often ends up with both players just producing nothing but Reapers. And Ceonsamea, TUXerino's Reaper gets the first shot off. So it's going to have to back off it. This sort of thing can very, very easily absolutely spiral out of control. If you get the first kill, if you kill your opponent's first Reaper, it can matter a huge, huge amount. Can often just straight outside the game. And Ceon looks like going to try and bait TUXerino in, but TUXerino doesn't fall for it. Circles around, and Ceon's going to have to group his Reapers a little bit. Actually, the command center going down for Ceon, a little bit worried for him. I think he might even need a bunker, but I'm not sure he knows exactly what's going on right now.
No, because, as far as he knows, it's just the one Reaper. Doesn't necessarily know that it would be multi-racks. Coming in here now, 4 Reapers show themselves. Oh, they get the jump.
Nice.
They get the jump on the angle.
Yep.
Could possibly get this second one. I don't believe so, though.
Right. But this is really nice for Ceonsamea, evening up the supply counts. TUXerino has actually started producing Marines, so there's a definite possibility that Ceonsamea can do a solid amount of damage here. But it looks like he's going to back off a little bit cautious, maybe. But I mean, I think that's fine. TUXerino basically sacrificed 1 SCV to get his 2 racks Reaper down a little faster, and then he did 1 SCV worth of damage. So they are pretty much precisely equal now. TUXerino's a smidgen ahead in how quickly he's producing his workers, but Ceonsamea has a much, much faster CC. So that's where the real difference is going to come in.
That CC just finishing like the second the SCV died as well, or else that would have been pretty obnoxious. We'll chase things out yet again.
Yep.
And the world will stabilize.
Yeah, pretty much. Ceonsamea should be able to pull ahead a little bit with his fast CC. A factory for him as well, a lot quicker. Whereas you see a 3rd rack's being added on for TUXerino. So he's going to have a ton of buyer.
Did you notice what just happened there? The bunker was in the spot the CC needs to land.
I kind of thought it might be.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I thought that bunker looks
it's way too close. It was like on par with
Yeah.
So reconstructing that. That's only 25 minerals. It's fine, but it's still annoying to do, and it's a delay. Reaper's coming in here now to Tux's main, and there's nothing actually up here to defend it at the moment. So SCVs are going to be falling. Reaction was a little bit slow here, and he's going to be able to get out with everything. Not even actually leaving, though.
Oh. Yeah, I think he's just going to trade it off.
He's going to go for the SCVs,
Yeah, which is okay. I mean, he's still got 3 Reapers alive. Oh, he might still get out, yeah.
There are Marines on the low ground now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's not going to make it. But he does get a full scout off. Sees absolutely everything TUXerino has. Kills off a lot of workers. I think killed off about 5 workers or so there. So really, really nice damage there for Ceonsamea. He didn't really care about those Reapers at that stage anyway. And yeah, it all looks pretty good. I'm getting a little bit worried about TUXerino's supply count though, just because he's got with the 3 racks, he's got a lot of bio, and Ceonsamea doesn't yet actually have anything really of his own. He's delaying his tank production to get a faster starport on that. A faster reactor on that starport. And I don't know. It's I think a little bit risky.
Yeah, it is really the only thing you can lean on right now is the bunker itself. But with how many Marines there is, that's not really enough just on its own. And yeah, tanks coming for Tux at the moment. Reaper's still alive, will still be useful for scouting operations. And not only useful for scouting operations, but it means that Ceonsamea has to keep little forces like these 6 Marines up in another spot. So when all of Tux's force hit one area in a little bit, which it looks like you're going to be doing, then those may be out of position.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough.
The drop coming.
Ooh, that's...
Fix everything up for a drop. Oh, the Reapers moved just in time to not see it.
I don't think Tux is too worried about not seeing it, because Ceonsamea has 1 Marine in a bunker.
Tux going to path it over these
a lot of Marines. Yeah. TUXerino is being a little cautious here. Just going to siege up the bunker with his tank. And Ceonsamea, the 2 medevac sword Marines are going to drop in TUXerino's base. TUXerino has no idea this is going on, but at the same time, Ceonsamea is having to evacuate his natural. That orbital command is going down.
Yeah, Tux is in a dominant position here. Even if they enter kind of full base race mode, which they very well may, it's going to take Ceonsamea so much longer to get the damage done.
Yeah, it's going to make things a little tough. The SCVs are coming off the line here for Ceonsamea, but SCVs just not so hot against Marines, and TUXerino is tearing through Ceonsamea's army. 0 SCVs left. 1 tank comes out. It goes down. TUXerino has an indomitable force of Marines here. Ceonsamea are tearing through his opponent's middle line as well, but it's just not enough. He doesn't have the same DPS that TUXerino can bring to bear in his base.
Yeah, as we see the army supplies start to stabilize to what they're just going to be. The one thing, though, that is interesting here is they could end up kind of forcing a draw against each other, or at least this initial draw position. There are still CCs alive, so there are other chances, but neither of them can actually take out the floating buildings yet. So someone has to get actual control, and then... although Tux's SCVs are still alive, and he's got enough money.
He's got enough money to build 2 CCs, and it kind of comes. He is actually building those 2 CCs in kind of corners of the map, and in a kind of draw situation, it would basically come down to, because both players have all the plans alive, it would basically come down to who can accrue a bunch of money with their by landing it and dropping it onto mules. And TUXerino can secure and defend a location. Right. Ceonsamea cannot, because he has the weaker army.
Exactly. Yeah, so, with a single tank will be able to hold the ramp, and then that's it.
TUXerino wins.
Unfortunately. Very well should be, obviously. And of course, the moment Ceonsamea moves to go anywhere... Are you seeing something weird? Yeah, there's a tech
I think Ceonsamea's trying to go for a Banshee, but
he's going to see it, though.
He doesn't have a gas. How much? Banshee's 100 gas, right? 125?
Yeah, he can't afford this.
Yeah, he can't.
Can't afford it.
I don't know what TechLab's doing.
No, unfortunately, mules can't mine gas, even if you could land. But it was spotted right away anyway. And it's TUXerino is just going straight to his starport, which is what he does need to do. He's actually I assume he's making more depots now out of a supply block. So we'll be able to get the single Viking he needs to just win.
Yeah. Ceonsamea does have a Viking, actually. Taking away TUXerino.
Actually, he's spent enough money that he can't... Oh, does he have one?
Yeah, Ceonsamea has a Viking in the top
right. Oh, he already has one. Okay, then never...
Only one, though.
That's interesting. But Tux needs to get one. He actually spent all the money required to make one, but a mule will shortly fix that, or the SCVs will shortly.
Not if this CC dies.
Well, but there's 2 more.
Oh, there's 2 more. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, I got really excited.
So
there
it
for a second.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Oh
matter.
man, I'm sorry.
But that would be cool, though. Yeah.
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 I forgot
If he
you
lost
had
the
that,
ability
yeah.
to mine, then we would be in a draw.
Yeah.
Because he would have no way to get it, but he does have the ability to mine.
He's got a bunch. He's got a bunch of SUVs anyway.
Yeah.
Sayan's going to try and land a base, but TUXerino, did he not see that CC? I don't think he saw that CC floating at the land.
No.
Oh no, I think he did. TUXerino's moving towards it. Yeah, he's moving towards it. Sayan's backed off from landing that.
It is interesting. Obviously, we can see the movement of buildings. We know what's going on, but they don't know. Like, Ceonsamea doesn't know that there's literally a fully mining base on the left-hand side of the map.
Fully mining base on the left-hand side of the map. I'm never going to sing again.
All right.
So, yeah, TUXerino knows where Sayan's army is. Sayan has medevacs. He needs to get out of there. He needs to keep his army active because it's the only thing he has going for him. If he can get over to this left-hand side of the map, find these order commands, he actually still has a chance of winning this game.
Yeah, oddly enough, that is true. Like, a perfect use of these medevacs could win. Like, it's medevacs are good. I'd rather have, like in this case, one really bad thing is the Widow Mine. Another is the tank, but all you have to do is run around them. Just never engage it.
Oh, TUXerino sees the CC. TUXerino sees the CC, but he's not reacting.
No.
He hasn't actually noticed it yet. So this is...
And Ceonsamea being really slow here is going to be charging in at one of the orbital command positions.
Yep, he's going to catch it. He's going to take the
Standing
round.
right for it.
But this is not the important one. The important one's the one that's actually mining. But if he can
push on the other one.
Yeah, if he kills both order commands, there's not enough for TUXerino to remake them right now. However, Ceon's has just died as well.
Yeah, with that, Ceonsamea basically cannot win. Except for the fact that there is technically still one Viking.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
Ceon realistically cannot win.
Yeah, no. TUXerino has 2 Vikings now. It would take a huge miss micro, and he gets the first shot as well. There's Ceon's Viking done. He's got the starport, but not the supply to build it. Ceon's done.
Yeah,
that's
so exactly. Yeah, Ceon, the best that could possibly happen is a draw, and that's not going to happen. Still doesn't know that base is there, so the army now double for TUXerino. Now going after the floating buildings with the Vikings. There's nowhere to hide, nothing to do. They will fall.
They will. It's just a matter of time at this point.
Yeah.
Of course, Ceon is so in the dark because
doesn't know what's going on.
I think he's just going to try for that one last engagement.
Oh,
snipes off the medevac, which is nice. He's got his own 2 medevacs. If he kills off a lot of these Marines, he could do quite well. He's still got that +1 going for him, and actually, he wins this engagement.
That's interesting.
No.
That's
what
the engagement. Yeah, that's the power of 2 medevacs and combat shields that we just saw there. But still, there's 5. Yeah, there's 5 Marines. That's it. And just doesn't know about the mining base. Like, if he knew about the mining base, then maybe something could be done about this, but doesn't.
He knows there is a mining base because Tux isn't being revealed. And, yeah, I mean, at this stage, Ceon's got to think, well, I mean, I've got nothing really in the way of map control. Tux will have a base somewhere that is mining.
Yeah. And
he's producing Marines,
And Ceonsamea now must defend this starport. Like, literally has to sit there and guard this starport because it's the only building that's not currently on fire.
Yeah.
So Medevac is going to try and save this barracks, but it can't be saved now because even if they kill the Viking, it's on fire.
It's on fire. Boom.
So, and it burns down.
This
one, Vikings do land here again, going after one of the remaining medevacs. This it's kind of interesting, and again, all he has to do is push the starport on fire. At the moment it's on fire, he's won the game. I mean, he's won the game anyway. It's just
pretty shortly away from on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's sparking.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty close. I mean, I'm pretty sure if TUXerino just moves up to the top left, lands his Vikings, and then kind of goes up the starport. I don't know. I think he knows he's
oh, this is really cute.
Ludicrously far ahead.
He's
just
making a widow mine out of the factory on the low ground, and the widow mine is going to come and burrow close. No. Yeah, I don't know if he really thinks that it's a job.
I don't think Ceon realizes how far
he may not really know. Like he may think that the CC is floating somewhere.
Maybe.
But that's not the case. Like he may not know that there's actually full mining situation going on. Yeah, but he has to know. Like you said, he knows he's not revealed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's really all the information he has right now. GG says Ceonsamea.